Welcome to Ain't Scared Garage. Charging system woes. I'm not saying all now, I'm saying charging system woes. I'm going to try to save some money. Stand by. The battery stopped charging. I went and got an alternator. I wanted them to test my alternator. Guess what? Their alternator tester wasn't hooked up. So Pep Boys, I bought an alternator, put it on. It didn't work. I took it back a couple days later. I said, hey, can we test it? I still wasn't, wasn't hooked up. So I went over to AutoZone. Their tester didn't work. So I bought one from them, and they got me the wrong one. And I put it on, and then they got me another one, and I put it on. It didn't work. And I took it back on the truck. They tested it on the truck. It had a bad stator. I don't know what they said. It was bad. Something was bad. I went to I took the alternator off. I chased around for a place. Advanced Autos didn't work. I found another AutoZone that actually could test the alternator. That alternator tested bad. It was one that I'd bought. So the guy ordered me another alternator. And when it came in, he tested it 3 times and it worked fine. So I trusted it. So this is like 3 weeks going on. I'm trying to get ready to take the truck down to Tennessee for the Ford Truck Super Nationals. I'm leaving Wednesday, so I still don't have a charging system. So I put it on and it don't charge. Take it back, you test it on the truck, nothing wrong with it, just low voltage. And that's when I come back and I start looking. And that's where we'll pick this video up from. Now, like I said, new plugs. I rebuilt this entire harness all the way up here. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous right to here. That's everything that goes in the charging system. Everything except this one wire here, which is part of the harness, but it plugs into the truck. Finally figure out this wire, this one, is the exciter wire. So the alternator wasn't turning on because there was not 12 volts on the exciter wire. If that all sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook, here's what the deal is. An alternator won't actually just start generating electricity when you start spinning it around. It actually has to be turned on. And the way it gets turned on is by putting 12 volts to it. But you can't put it to the output side. That doesn't help. It has to go to the input side. The input side is called an exciter. And you have to have a 12-volt exciter wire that goes into it. So the deal seems to be that when I put this new cluster in, which is awesome, I love it. I would not have traded that for anything. When I put the new cluster in, what happened was there's something about the exciter wire that it comes, I don't know, but I found some information. Here's what happens. You have a red with light green that comes into the voltage meter. It looks like red with yellow to me, but whatever. And then out of the voltage meter is a light green with red that supposedly that's the exciter wire that goes to the alternator. Generally that red with green doesn't have any power on it. This one had power on it, but I didn't have any from the outside. Now, I'm not sure exactly where the fall down was, but I fixed it different. I kind of rigged it, but it works. My fix isn't really kosher. This wire here is to a hot in run. It goes down here, comes across here, all the way across the front, around the battery, and is wired in right here. There's the green wire that I got this coming in here. I used the right color anyway. And it's wired into this is the exciter wire to the alternator. Now, everything works. Now, if I put the key in, there's your regular voltage, starts the chart, and there it goes up. And now we're charging. So, now I'm happy. If I check the voltage meter, it's about 13.8, which is fine. So this was a lot of aggravation that I didn't have to take. Probably could fix that wire at the gauge, I guess. But right now, like I said, we're getting ready to go to the Ford Truck Super Nationals in Saviorville, Tennessee next weekend. We're leaving on Wednesday, and we're taking old Strappy with us. Later on, we'll track down this wire and we'll fix it right. But for now, it works. Next time.